OldGuyTalks.com is all about being a better man. Join me on this kick-ass journey. Exclusive stuff for members only in the Old Guy Cave. Opt in now. This is Oris, the old guy from www.oldguytalks.com, talking to you today. First rant of 2017. Sitting out here in my man cave, got my coffee going. Normally I do these in the evening, have a cigar and drink. I'm on my way out of town to the airport, so well, I'm gonna go do some family stuff. We're Ukrainian ancestry, and that's different than being Ukrainian American. I'm ancestry. There's no such thing as Ukrainian American. And we celebrate Christmas twice, once on December 25th and another time on January 7th. We had some calendar issues in the old days. So let's talk about some stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. Like you, I can't wait for the inauguration. Oh my God, 4 more guys being let go from Gitmo. Bad people. You know, just how much damage can he do in his final days? How much damage can Obama do? Well, apparently a lot. He's trying to do a lot. It's actually pretty incredible. So first of all, has anyone seen Christie? I think there's a all points bulletin out to look for him. I mean, talk about vanishing. That's not an easy thing for him to do, vanish. I mean, holy moly. One day he's on the transition team and the next, gone. I mean, you know, they're gonna be putting his picture on the back of a milk carton or maybe a 6-pack of beer or whatever. But, you know, the guy's just gone. So, here, I got that checked off here. And, you know, the liberals, libtards, they really like to say, you got to do this, but they don't do that themselves. And 5 of the people on MSNBC, one of my favorite television stations, cable channels, 5 of their personalities have tax liens against them. How about that? Including the Reverend Al Sharpton. That's right, Al Sharpton. I think a little over $1 million. Actually, he's got it down from more than that, and I think he's doing some negotiating with the IRS. But yeah, guys that want to take your money and spend it aren't paying their fair share. That's right, they're not paying their fair share. You know, that's the thing. Speaking of fair, Bernie Sanders, he was that uncle that gets locked in the basement and every once in a while he gets out, kind of a crazy guy. Well, he thinks that just because you went to college, you deserve to have a house. He thinks that everyone that graduates from college should have a house. You don't have to earn it, you're entitled to it. Now, you know, again, too many participation trophies, my friends. Too many participation trophies. Bernie, let me give you a tip here. You've got 3 houses. Why don't you give away 2 of them to some college student that you think is deserving, and start the process and see how many people follow you. Yeah, you're really good, again, giving away other people's stuff. Other stuff that you haven't earned, they haven't earned, to people that don't deserve it. You're not entitled to a house when you graduate from college, okay? All right, you're not entitled to a car when you graduate from high school. Oh my gosh, these people are oh gosh. Again, political correctness rears its head in the most unusual places. UFC, Rhonda Rousey, lost her fight. Obviously, you know, one of the greatest fighters in the world. She's just not right in the head in terms of getting in the ring. And I'm not saying that bad. She's not right, because she's a tremendous champion. She was the champion, incredible. And then she lost once, and she just hasn't quite come back from that. Whether she will or not, I don't know. But so this is where the libtards go crazy. White privilege, because Rhonda is white and her opponent was not. Rhonda got $3 million and her opponent got $200,000, and they don't think that's fair because her opponent won the fight. Well, guess what, folks? It's not who wins, it's who sells the most tickets. Who's the bigger draw in the box office? I mean, this happens all the time in sports, especially in boxing and fighting and all that stuff. Who is the big draw? I mean, I'm sure that's been true with other fights, but they frame it in white privilege, something that doesn't exist. Yeah, and it's just crazy. Without Ronda Rousey, women would not be. First of all, they wouldn't be in UFC because Dana White said he didn't want to have women in the UFC. Secondly, they wouldn't be getting the big paychecks that they are getting because she became a brand, and she elevated that part of the sport. And so they owe a lot of debt of gratitude. I know that she was a hard ass, she was cocky and all that stuff, and that's what you got to be when you get in the ring. God, duh. Yeah. So, okay, white privilege. Screw all that talking again. I'm sure that's going to come up all the time. Now, Washington Post, the king of fake news, the Washington Post. They put out a story again that they had to retract about hacking by the Russians on the electrical grid. It turned out to be false. But folks, there's a reason why they continue doing this, and one of the reasons is that when they do, they get a lot of hits on their website, and so they don't care. They don't care whether they're accurate. They have no journalistic integrity. They have no journalistic integrity because they don't care. That's right, they don't care. It's just sad. And speaking of fake news, again, another so-called hate crime in Greensville, Mississippi. Apparently, a black church got burned down to the ground, and somebody had painted the name Trump on the side. Yeah, it was originally, it had to be those Trump people. Those deplorable Trump people burned that church down because they're all racist, misogynist, homophobes. What other words? Islamophobes. Oh gosh, there's so many words. I need to make a list of those words for myself next time. So what turns out? Again, another fake crime. Turns out one of the parishioners burned the church down and tried to pretend it was a Donald Trump supporters that burned it down. Folks, these hate crimes, most of them the vast majority of them are false. And when you get into it, you find out that the perpetrators are very sick libtards. So let's call them what they are, libtards. And again, this hacking story, Guccifer, the guy who originally hacked into Hillary's server, serving a prison sentence in Romania, said to a reporter that he didn't think that the Russians had hacked into Hillary and John Podesta's and the DNC. He didn't believe that was them. He thought it was somebody else. Be careful this week, today, tomorrow. Be a lot of talk about who hacked who what. You got to remember that there are political people in charge of the CIA and other spy agencies. John Brennan, he's a political hack, worked on the campaign. He's done some other stuff in the past with passports for Obama, John McCain, and Hillary Clinton, some other stuff. So he's a political hack, and take anything he says with a grain of salt or maybe a big lump of salt. So now, folks, the most disgusting thing. This is this is Obama's legacy. It's not going to be Obamacare. It's not going to be anything else. But Obama's legacy is going to be the racial tension, the racial animosity that he has left in many places in the United States. So you saw in Chicago, a mentally challenged young man. I think he was a teenager. I'm not sure how old he was gagged, tied, and tortured by 4 black kids. I'm going to say kids, but they're 18 years old, for 24 hours, and they put it, live streamed it on Facebook. It was absolutely disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting, and I can't believe that that's happened. I'm at a loss for words how to describe it, because this is not civilized behavior. This is not like punching someone. This is just absolutely horrible. And the police. I mean, the police said, sometimes kids do weird things or whatever. Dude, this is way beyond that. This is really serious. This is called, and I don't believe in these hate crimes, but if there is one, this is one of them. So, folks, there's just a lot of stuff going on. So, I got to catch a plane here in just a little bit and head off to New York City. This is Oris, the old guy from www.oldguytalks.com signing off. And next week, watch out for a big post, probably one of my most important posts, an interview with a world expert on ketogenic diet, ketosis, something you don't want to miss. So opt in and have your friends opt in. Take care. Create a kick-ass life. Opt in and encourage other old guy assholes like you to opt in also.